The enemy tried to take you out of your person's life. They had tried their best to make you feel unwelcomed, to make you feel like you were in competition with them, to make you feel unsafe. But a little did they know they had underestimated you. Because by then you had already built a bond, unbreakable bond between you and your person. And the enemy thought that this bond was surface level. They thought that the bond that they had with your person was much greater, much more powerful, and much needed in your person's life. But it was really your bond and your love that your person wanted and needed in their life. So when the enemy tried to break up the bond between you and your person, of course they failed. Of course they felt stupid. They felt like they should have never done it in the first place, but it was too late because your gifts are so powerful that you're able to see someone's intentions even before they let you know exactly who they are. So you knew who the enemy was this whole time, but you played stupid in the most smartest way. You kept your mouth shut. You did not let anyone know that you actually know the intentions behind the enemy, the true intentions. So you kept them close. You got to know them. You saw exactly how they move, how they think, and what they think. You saw that they were fake this whole time, but you never felt the need to call them out on it because you already knew that they were going to come for you. You knew that the enemy would be threatened by the bond that you and your person had created, the sacred bond that you were building, because you and your person are compatible on so many levels: spiritual, physical, emotional. You and your person are able to just have a good time and laugh even on a friendship level. You don't have to go out of your way to make your person feel loved and safe and seen. On the other hand, the enemy hated every second of it. They wish that they had an ounce of your power in their bones. They wish that they could be in your shoes. They wish that they could get that intention from the person, from your person. They wish that they could be you. But they don't understand just how heavy your crown is. So even though you are lighthearted, you're always having fun, you're very welcoming, and it seems like you don't have any worries in your life, everything is carefree, but there's a reason why you have that crown. There's a reason why your energy is the way that it is. There's a reason why you and your person have created something so divinely protected and so precious and special that no one can take it apart. The enemy hated it. It hated it with every ounce of their being. But they couldn't tell you straight up how they felt. They were too coward. Of course, they would never face it. They would never tell you to your face that they hate you, that they despise you, that they want you gone, that they don't actually want your person to be with the one that they love, that they are preventing this love union. So what they did was just be passive aggressive with you. And you had let it slide a few times, but that one time when they actually had let it slip to the point where it was so obvious to you, to them, to everyone around you, that this person is jealous of you, that this person is envious, that this person wishes nothing good for you. And that's when you could not pretend anymore. You did not react aggressively. You did not cause a scene. You stayed silent. You stayed graceful. You moved accordingly. You knew that this was a part of the plan. This was meant to happen. This was a roadblock between you and your person. The journey that you are walking on in your life, you've always had to deal with these types of people who are just envious and jealous, and instead of just being admired by you, instead of just making you a friend and learning from you and sharing their own love and experience with you, they want to be able to take it away. They want to be able to have it for themselves. So they get greedy and they get stupid with how they move. Because they made a huge mistake when they did what they did to you. When they showed their true cards, when they had confronted you to try to make you feel like you do not belong in the circle with your person. But you knew that this is something that you have to face and go through with your person. But your person is also, they have their own mind, they have their own behavior, their own patterns. So you're not the one to make your person protect you just because you want your person to realize and to see people around them just exactly who they are, an enemy. And you did not run to your person and tell them everything. You confided in yourself. You just processed it by yourself. You had to face that anger that you had by yourself. So now this is your person's job and their turn to see the enemy for who they are, to see the people who wish you bad things, because essentially you had seen the true enemy of your person, and you knew that you couldn't just run to your person and let them know, because the enemy knew how to play so well in a way that if you had confronted your person about the enemy, you would look crazy. You would not be believed. So the enemy is very manipulative, very insidious, very malicious. And you had to withdraw and keep your distance for your own sake, because you're not going to come around where you could get attacked, where you're going to get misjudged, where you're going to get misinterpreted, and where you're going to try to get provoked. The enemy will try to provoke you. They will try to test you. They will try to act like they know better. So you're not going to fight this battle by yourself. You refuse to do that. You used to do that in love. You used to fight the battle in love by yourself. So now you trust your person enough to help you fight the battle and to fight it together. Because the bond that you and your person have is unspoken, it's unshakable, it's unbreakable, it's divine, it's sacred, and it's only going to keep growing. And when you and your person come together, when the energies come together between the two of you, that's when the magic happens. So you know that this part of the journey is when you have to let go of control, when you have to let your person do their own thing and come to their own realization and figure out who their friends are, figure out who the enemy is. You cannot do it for them. This is their own job to do. This is their work that they have to do in this divine journey. So you're going to keep your hands clean. You're going to keep your hands off of it. You had already done everything that you could have. You had already developed the bond between you and your person. You had already exposed yourself to this bond. You are part of your person's life and your person is part of yours. No one can take that away. But if your person truly wants to make you feel safe, make you feel seen and heard, they will do the work. They will do their job. They will do their part. They will make sure that when you come inside their world, it is a safe zone. It is going to be protected by them at all times. You cannot risk being exposed to provocations. You cannot risk being exposed to hate, to evil intents. And you know you can withstand it. You know that you could beat the enemy, but you don't want to do that by yourself, and you don't have to do it by yourself. And frankly, you shouldn't, because that's also what's going to unify you and your person's energy so much more when the two of you go into this battle together and you win, not just for the both of you, but for the greatness of the world, to make this world a better place, to make this bond stronger, to prove to yourself and to your person that you can get through anything and anyone who tries to break you apart.